Did you promise the plaintiff that if it didn't pass Smog, that you would take care of it for her?
No, Your Honor. She asked for Smog. Next door to us, they do. I said they can do it for you if you need Smog, but I can't.
Your Honor, he did. He did tell me.
What is your proof that he did?
Well, it was. He said it by mouth. Like he mentioned.
Was your husband there?
He was. Yes.
There is a text exchange between you and the defendant, and this is after you had possession of the car, and you say, "Hi, John. I'm going to try to get Danny. Danny is your husband?
Yes.
To work on the transmission. Could you help me with the Smog at least?"
Like he had promised.
All right. But the tenor of this statement is that you realize that you purchased the car, you're going to have to deal with it, and you're asking the defendant to at least help you getting it Smog.
So the reason that I sent that text message was because I had already spoke to him over the phone previously, and I was telling him that I wanted to give the car back because there was I couldn't work with the car at this point.
Okay. I have nothing further.
Well, I mean, the form, the contract that you signed, the as-is agreement, says for Smog.
Well, here's the thing. So after the problems came up, I went into looking, and I saw that legally he is supposed to provide the Smog.
Do you know of any authority that says that you can waive Smog, like just as part of an as-is sale, other than a non-op vehicle?
It was under non-op. The vehicle was under non-op.
But it wasn't disclosed as a non-op sale.
Yeah, because they asked me if you have proof of anybody, if it's on non-op, and when I gave them the VIN number, they had looked it up. It's on page 8 of the evidence.
Okay. I just have one more question. Why are we title skipping?
Oh, I just never had a chance to.
Title jumping?
No.
Got to be careful of that.
No
because title jumping, the issue is in California.
You said you bought it to drive around with your family.
Yes, Your Honor.
Doesn't that sound kind of odd? That you bought a car to drive around with your family and you didn't register it?
Well, I purchased
so
the vehicle and it parked.
That's not making sense to me, John.
I understand.
Did you drive it around with your family?
I didn't drive around with my family, but I have driven the vehicle. I moved it around.
Well, you moved it around. Did you drive it from one location to another location?
Yes, I had.
Without registration, without having it smog?
Well, around the place of work, I moved it around there.
It sounds to me that you actually bought the vehicle to resell it.
Well, I bought the vehicle for personal use to enjoy it, but I ended up needing the money more.
Well, did you enjoy it? Did you use it?
No.
So I don't understand.
I just have one more question. The vehicle was test driven, correct?
It was.
Which it can't be if it's non-operational.
Oh.
If it's a registered non-op, you cannot have it parked on a street. You can't have it test driven.
I'm sorry.
All right, we're going to excuse the parties while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you very much.
This courtroom is now in recess, so we'll have you wait outside the courtroom doors.
So this is not a simple as-is sale. There's several issues in this case. Do we unwind this deal? Because the plaintiff doesn't want to give the car up. She wants the car repaired.
I think there are enough issues here that we could give her the option. You know, if you want the car, then you bought it as is. If you don't want a car, you want to transfer it back to the defendant as you originally wanted, I think we could go along with that.
She's dead wrong on all the as-is issues.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no evidence that this is a situation where he painted over rust.
Yeah.
I don't believe he cleared some codes and not others.
No.
I think that's ridiculous. I do think we could unwind the sale. She's not getting $4,000 and the car.
No.
And I think the other option to me is I haven't seen anything that convinces me that you can waive Smog, at least in this case. So if she wanted to keep the car, she's certainly entitled to $50 for the Smog test cost. But she hasn't given us any evidence of which repairs would be necessary for the car to pass Smog. So
we're unwinding this deal.
I think we give her the option.
She gets her money back when the defendant gets his car.
Correct. Or she can keep the car and have $50 for the Smog certificate.
Okay. Looks like we have a verdict.
We have a verdict.
All right.
We have a verdict.
Yeah.